Can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Captain's armband, I'm making key plays. When I'm doing shows, gotta get all prepaid. What you? I'm on it, break, no side, no about these ways.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. But tonight we start Week 14 of the NFL season with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
This taken in at the goal line.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. This defense for the Pats, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Deontay Johnson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
They start on the ground with Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only they're controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the stream, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
You look at this Steeler defense.
They were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out. They kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, and he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Here's Cunningham from the gun. And that is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again, but I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. Pass complete. George Pickens with it.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
4 receivers on the field. It's 3rd and 4. Pickett now from the gun here.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Here now 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Back to throw, Pickett.
His throw incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Nick Folk for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
Well, let's be honest. A lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do...
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We got to get it back.
Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
42 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. Oh, what a move. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
This is 2nd and 8. Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Cunningham to throw.
This one to the former Steeler, Juju Smith-Schuster with it.
18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Now Cunningham.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. To throw on second down, Cunningham.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to have it here just past the 25. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At their own 26.
Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second down, 8 to go from the 28. Now Pickett. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 22 yards there, a first down. Give to Cook out of the gun, pushing through the contact. Still going. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
We used to work relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
The man in motion left here, Johnson. They run again on first down, Cook. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett. Completes this one to Pickens.
Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Pickett.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 27-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
To the air on first down with Pickett.
And complete right side to Cook. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Cook up the gut. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. That one a first down pickup of 8. Decided to hit it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Cook again.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year, his 5th overall. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Cunningham. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Pickett sets up play action.
He's got a man complete. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 46 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Now 2nd and 9. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. Finds Pickens out right.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Now 3rd down and 7. Pickett back to throw. This one finds Austin out right.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run for it. Cook. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there. Relied on the big guys up front and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake.
Sliding out of the pocket.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, I could spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage. But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it another downfield run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And that's complete downfield to Parker.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. Now Bolden on the return.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
And this head straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long.
19 Lions, 7 Pirates, Cup 19, Cup 19, take.
Here's Cunningham.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. Third and long. Now Cunningham. And that will be incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
79 Broncos.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Now he's forced out right. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
They'll give to Cook on the read option. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
Looking to throw, Pickett.
Oh, he's got him in wide
touchdown. George Pickens from 17 yards out as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point put through by Boswell, and the lead is now 24. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now Bolden on the return. This taken in right around the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. And quickly they get to the line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Going deep here for Parker. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
They'll go with the keeper. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Off play action, it's Cunningham. He'll buy some time right. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 5...
And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Ezekiel Elliott with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Pats are able to cut into that deficit. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Pickett's throw complete there to Johnson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Cook. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Pickett will look to throw it here.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Well, they frustrated these receivers tonight, really held down the passing game, but there got the penalty.
Fine line between aggressive, good coverage, and interference, and they crossed it on that play.
Cook following the penalty.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Pickett will look to pass it. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
64 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It was Matt Judon that time who worked his way in to blow that play up. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Back to throw, Pickett.
Setting up the screen for Cook. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. 1 quarter remains here on this Thursday night match. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards?
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
Throw left side complete. That's Warren. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
That one complete to Elliott.
Finding space at the 40.
And gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
And that's Elliott, complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Cunningham.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a 4. A play fake. Now Cunningham. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Alex Highsmith.
He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Cunningham looking to throw. Flush to his right. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down. Hold everything because we got an injury, and it's a notable one. Ezekiel Elliott in some discomfort following that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
To throw on 2nd down, Cunningham. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Mike Gesicki, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Patriots have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them at the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead,
and this is going to be intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. 4th quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Off play action, Pickett. He's got this to Pickens. Touchdown! George Pickens with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Steelers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point now by Boswell. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Well, trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
On 1st and 10, Cunningham. He'll get this to Elliott. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 2nd down, here's Cunningham. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Cunningham. And that is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down, and that will force a turnover on downs. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They run the counter with Cook. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try. Boswell's kick is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the 1st down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant.
And what in the world? Now they're going to fake it. And this is caught. And he is not going to get the first, but remember, it was only 1st down, so a bit of an odd play, and it results in 2nd down. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down. Cunningham to throw. And got his man complete. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. On 1st down, it's Cunningham. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
And oh, we've seen it all now. It's a fake. And it's incomplete. The most bizarre of second down calls there, but the incompletion gives them another shot on third down. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Yeah, risky.
And it's so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius, but I do admire that he went for it.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown.